Hello, my name is Angela Moe, and I'm a first-year student at Carnegie Mellon University in the College of Engineering.
Hello, my name is Alice Finkelstein, and I'm a second-year student at Stanford University.
We participated in GeneLab for high schools over the summer in 2022. I applied to the program because for a long time, I have been interested in how we can use technology to improve our environment and our health. And when I found out about space biology, I thought it was a particularly exciting field, and I wanted to learn more about it. And also, GeneLab's mission resonated with me, researching and innovating to provide greater opportunities for life in space and assisting space exploration. And I could see how space biology held great potential in making society's future more promising. And through GeneLab for high schools, I hope to better understand where I might fit into this field, as well as get a feel firsthand of what this kind of work might entail. And really, I was hoping to better understand the process of research by actually participating in it.
And for me, I was always really interested in biology in general. And in my high school, I was part of my school's Biotechnology Institute, which was like a program with a special emphasis on biotechnology, and like English and history were like science focused. But I had this passion for science and wanted to further develop it. But when I heard of space biology, it just seemed like the perfect opportunity for me to apply because I was always interested in all the different space missions and what goes on, but never really considered all the different research that actually goes on. And so I thought it was fascinating that being able to study kind of what goes wrong in these like different conditions that we don't experience on Earth and how that could inform findings that would translate to things like human health and environment back here on Earth. And so I really wanted to also be able to play a role in analyzing the data that already was collected, because I learned that there's already so many of these missions that have been basically like in the open repository collected, but people haven't like analyzed them from the same way. And so being able to do it through this program was really exciting to me. So I decided to apply.
In GeneLab for high schools, we were able to work with mentors who were well versed in the field of space biology, and we were able to ask them lots of questions and receive feedback from them. And we also talked with guest speakers who were experts in various fields related to space or biology. And even after the summer program, we were able to have the opportunity to present our research at the American Society Gravitational and Space Research, ASGSR. And it was the first large-scale professional conference I had ever been to. And these kinds of opportunities are definitely very rare for a high schooler to come across. At the conference, we got to present to researchers and experts in the field, and we also got to hear about others' research. We got the attention of Dr. Brereton and Dr. Gonzalez, who were conducting a host gut microbiota study at the time, and they found parts of our research relevant. Specifically, our group, Alice, Peyton, and I, we looked at spaceflight-induced effects on the liver, such as the dysregulation of lipid metabolism and bile acid synthesis, which commonly leads to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And we were interested in how this may find its roots in interactions with the circadian rhythm and how the expression of the clock genes were disrupted. So Dr. Brereton and Dr. Gonzalez invited us to collaborate. And ultimately, our work from GeneLab for high schools was able to contribute a bit to their paper. And the paper is titled Spaceflight Alters Host Gut Microbiota Interactions.
And yeah, echoing that, it was really influential to be able to participate in space biology research, not only just on our own through the program, but through all the professionals that we were able to engage with. And so, like Angela was saying, when we were just presenting our poster at ASGSR, it was just amazing to not only have like conversations about our research and also about the scientists that had visited our poster about their research, but to be actually able to like have this coincidence moment where somebody just walked by and they were like, wait, on my data set that I'm working on, I see the same gene changes and like the same genes of interest and pathways of interest. So having that replicated across 2 different missions was really incredible to actually see that the work we were doing was not only created by us, but similar in other people's work too. So it really made it feel as though we were actually contributing to the field. It was really incredible to always have like professionals to turn to while we were trying to develop our analysis and our proposal. At first, where I remember it was really hard for us to figure out what exactly we wanted to focus on within our data set because it seemed as though there were so many different pathways to explore. And we were seeing something initially from our analysis, but we didn't know like where we wanted to focus and pinpoint. And so being able to actually connect with different mentors and actually like reach out to others that we were connected to through the NASA GeneLab program was just super influential, and basically being able to have them provide their insights and feedback on what they thought just would be like an interesting thing to consider and pursue influenced us to then kind of take all the perspectives that we had heard and choose what we wanted to focus on.
Yeah, and it was really amazing to meet these people in person at ASGSR and exchange thoughts with them. And they also gave us valuable feedback on our project. It wasn't purely positive feedback, we also got constructive criticism. And I really appreciated that because it made me feel heard. And I thought, wow, these people are genuinely interested and want to help us improve and to see us succeed.
It was through GL4HS that we first were able to analyze the results, or like it was the RNA sequencing data sets that we were looking at. And so being able to use the Galaxy analysis platform as well as this publicly available data is what made our entire project possible. And it really opened my eyes to how this data is really able to be used by anyone because it's open source, and how this can inspire so many future projects. But it was really empowering to be able to see like how many tools we had at the tips of our hands, because we had no idea how to use them before the program, but now we know the skills we need in order to be able to use them and apply them to other future projects as well.
And without these publicly available resources, we wouldn't have been able to create our research project.
I think that beyond just the scope of this project, I learned so much throughout just about how all the different pathways and genes can be connected, and also how to go about creating a research proposal, because that was a really unique part of the program in which we were not only analyzing data, but seeing, okay, given our results, what can we do as our next steps? And just the process of creating that proposal and also writing up the poster and writing up the final deliverable paper that we were submitting. That whole process really gave me the skills I need to now be doing the research that I'm doing right now and the further studies that I'm continuing now. And so, for example, when I'm creating my own research proposals and plans, I definitely use everything that I've learned from this summer program. And it was just really amazing to be able to learn how to use the tools, the computational tools, and also the knowledge in the biology and mechanisms and pathways, because I now apply it and use it regularly.
Yeah, GeneLab for high schools helped me develop many skills like scientific writing and presentation, which I can apply with greater confidence now to my academic and professional life. Also, GeneLab for high schools gave me a better understanding of space biology, and it made me really appreciate the amount of research and preparation needed to send living things into space and keep them not only alive, but also healthy, whether that be humans or animals or plants. And it also helped me realize how many resources are already available to me, like the Open Science Data Repository. Like, if you think about it, it's pretty interesting that anyone can access data from experiments conducted on the International Space Station. And I don't think many people know that. And open science is a really useful practice in general because it promotes accessibility and collaboration, and that would most likely translate to faster scientific progress, benefiting society as a whole. And it won't just be researchers accessing the data, but also young students and those with a non-professional background. And so GeneLab for high schools is like a testament that it's worth giving these people who might not be professionals, the opportunity to access scientific knowledge, to do research, because they have unique perspectives to contribute.
I was just gonna add on to that. I've just like also realized how much information is out there for us to use, and it's kind of like it's amazing that so many people are working on so many different things, and that people like us, just anybody, can have access to these resources and be able to use them. So it's really awesome. I believe that GL4HS and other OSDR resources are the a very prominent way for anybody to get involved in space biology, because it's kind of such a unique way to be able to directly interact with the real research that has been conducted, and also in the case of GL4HS, the professionals who actually made it happen. We were meeting some of the people who were carrying out experiments and being able to directly talk with them. But not only does it train you to learn the skills you need to analyze data, but also you're directly able to interact with space biology professionals and hear about so many different space biology ventures and efforts in the field. And it really makes it, you basically get immersed in the field. So I believe that it directly propels any future career opportunities, and not only in space biology, but also just in all fields of biology, biotechnology, engineering. Just being able to have the opportunity to present at conferences like ASGSR and present these deliverables has taught me so much. And I think that it definitely was invaluable to be able to learn from such amazing professionals.
Yeah, I think through GeneLab for high schools, people can gain skills that are highly relevant to careers in space biology, such as firsthand experience with bioinformatics and interpreting and analyzing omics data, researching, making hypotheses, designing experiments, all of that. The program also gives you a wider view of the field through the guest speakers from a variety of different careers, including astronauts. And it was definitely helpful to learn about all the career possibilities and the ways to get there. I'm really grateful that I got the opportunity to be part of GeneLab for high schools. And I think it's quite difficult to come across valuable opportunities like this, where you're surrounded by resources and passionate mentors who will show you how to use the resources, biology and research. The people I've met in GeneLab for high schools have all contributed to a very welcoming and supportive environment that has helped me grow not just professionally, but also personally.
I totally echo everything Angela said. It was definitely an amazing experience, and I would totally recommend anybody considering applying to get involved and just apply. And beyond that, to use the resources that OSDR has available. But yeah, it's just incredible to be able to have gained the knowledge to actually be able to analyze this kind of data, and also to communicate with other professionals and with peers, as Angela was saying. Just being in an environment where I'm encouraged to learn so much and pursue the tools that we have access to is incredible, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity.